Team standouts are here to stay, and we're going to check out the best options we got for a 92 overall card. What's good, everybody? What's going on? It's your boy Rob, aka Roboto. Now we have the 92 overall team standouts. They're out and alive in packs and stores. Well, not exactly packs, but there's a way to get them. We'll go over all that, the best options, and which one should you choose for the free one you get through the solos. But before we jump into that, just want to let you know, if you are new here, I appreciate you for stopping by. If you'd be so kind as hit the subscribe button down below, notification bell right next so you get notified anytime I'm live with brand new content right here on YouTube. Also, if you like what you see, don't be shy, throw that thumbs up, like the video. We are hitting goals out here. We're getting close to the 30 like goal in some of the videos from earlier this week. So let's do another one right here. 30 likes, 30 thumbs up, and we'll do something. Maybe we'll do something on stream today if we hit 30 likes on this video, all right? And if you want to check me out on stream, we're gonna go live later on this afternoon around 4 Eastern, probably up until later in the evening. So if you want to check me out, you can go ahead right here. That second one down there, twitch.tv R0BATO. That's a 0, not an O. The first one there, so R0BATO. Give me a follow, come along, turn the notifications on there. You get notified anytime I'm live with brand new content on Twitch as well. And comment down below, let me know which 92 overall team standout did you pick for free, or did you make with the set using team of the week cards, all right? Let's jump right in. So before we get into anything involving the standouts, I do want to make sure you guys are aware that this pack has popped up into the training store today. Currently, it is going for 6,500 training. I rolled it about 11 times. Pretty much, if you roll anything in 91 to 93, you're catching a dub. 89 and 90 is major L's. I rolled it 11 times and I got 2 91s and 193. So overall, I'd say didn't work out well for me, but the first two roll, it was like Lockett and a Baker back to back. So maybe I should have cut my losses there to 93. But long story short though, I rolled it about 10, 11 times. Small sample size theater, I know, but point being is I'd maybe avoid this pack. I know it should be good odds, right? Because we got a lot of good 91s to 93s that'll give you the training return back on this, but I would avoid, because you don't know what EA's pack odds are looking like. And if we actually click in here and view info, there's no odds. So we don't know what they're doing. They definitely are gonna spit out 89s and 90s. Way more than they will 91, 93s, but you might get lucky. So if you want to do this, you definitely can. Obviously the 89s would help in the set for the team standouts. So let's actually look at that real quick before we jump into anything involving team standouts. The Series 3 92 overalls, they're all right here. Cordarrelle Patterson, T. Higgins, Cole Beasley, Tim Patrick, all the way down. Obviously in this set you get only the card and the power-up. Some of these guys have power-ups. I'm gonna throw up a little list here. Shouts to Reddit. Somebody on Reddit put this all together, so shouts to everybody over there on the Madden Ultimate Team Reddit subthread. Basically what this is giving you the whole list of the standouts, their chems, and which ones have power-ups previously, which ones did not. Very important to note, especially as we're going to go into this video here, going over all the good stuff involving team standouts. But before we jump into that, one last thing too, another small thing here. Limited time cards, new ones are out, 2 of them are out. Nick Bosa, Todd Gurley. Gurley isn't half bad. He's 94 overall. If we check him out comparison to my guy Saquon Barkley, he's hitting 92 speed stock there, 92 excel, 93 agility, 94 carrying, 90 trucking, 92 break tackle. It's not a bad card at all. It's gonna be very helpful for the Falcons and Rams theme teams there. So shouts to Todd Gurley. He's getting the LTD, and the other one's gonna be the defensive side of the ball. It's gonna be Nick Bosa, not Joey. Joey got one earlier this year with the team of the week. Limited, but Nick Bosa here, 94 overall, 2 million coins right now, but it just went live, so I'm sure not many people are looking for it right away. But 86 speed, 93 excel, 94 play rec, 88 power moves, 82 block shed, 94 finesse moves. So he's not that bad of a card either. It's pretty solid right there. 88 tackle, 86 strength. So shouts to Nick Bosa for getting the limited here. I will say I don't think Gurley and Bosa are gonna get reduxed. I don't think anybody who was actually released this week might get a redux, because we're getting kind of close to that Series 4 release, which is expected to be next Friday. So let's keep all that in mind. So yeah, so those are the 2 things I just want to make sure you guys are aware of, that we have a new reroll pack for player of the week cards for team of the week, and we also have 2 LTDs. But let's just jump into my list and what I think you should be looking out for when it comes to team standouts. And as per usual, we're going to be using the source known as Mudhead to go over all of these things involving team standouts. Now, when you first jump onto Mudhead and you look at the standouts page here, as you can see up top of the list is Stevetuit, Frank Clark, Brandon Williams, all these guys right here. Now, I want to make sure that everybody's aware that a bunch bunch of these guys, like we pointed out earlier, these guys have power-ups that were previously in the game. So if you flip onto the other side to their power-ups, they're nowhere near the same price as a T. Higgins, Eric Rowe, Bridgewater, those guys who just got power-ups added. So when we're considering all these standouts, I'm going to consider multiple things here. One, is the card good? Both standard by itself and on a theme team. How good is the card on the theme team? If it's good standard, if it's a solid card, good by itself on its own, it's going to help the rating out. It's going to help my analysis out of it more. Two, what is the value of this card as far as returns to a set, things like that. So if I do a Hunter Henry set, for example, I'm getting Hunter Henry's card, but I'm also getting his power up. So where's the true value in that? In the sets, like I always tell you guys, it's in the power up. So that's another thing to consider. And last thing we're going to consider too is the value of this card. Basically, is this card the one you should target for your free 92 overall team standout? So I got a bunch of options here. We'll go through some of them. They're going to be all bunched up as per usual here. I'm not really ranking them 1 through 10. I'm just going to give you a bunch of good options here that you should consider, both for value if you want to make a set, or if you want to pick the 92 for free by doing the solos in the game. Remember, Team Standouts 3 solos are there. All you got to do is play through all of them. You'll get the win. And just note too, if you don't get the pack right away, the fantasy pack of all 32, and I'll show you what I did afterwards. Basically all you have to do is go through, play another solo. I just did a Jack Youngblood kick return. Once I got that done, I loaded into the game, and then the fantasy pack popped up for me. So it's just another glitch in the system from EA. Go figure. Surprise, surprise. But basically you just have to play another solo. It's not that bad of a deal. So let's jump right into it. First, we're gonna go on the offensive side of the ball. Straight up and down, I'm gonna let you guys know I don't love any of the major skill position guys, especially the running backs aren't tickling my fancy, and the quarterbacks really aren't anything to sneeze at. I mean, Teddy Bridgewater's cool, and Jared Goff's all right, I guess, but I don't think he gets Hot Route Master because he doesn't get 90 awareness, so kind of a waste there. So we're gonna go instead, we're gonna hit the receivers. First receiver here I want to touch on for multiple reasons is Cordarrelle Patterson. Patterson, number one, I would be very mindful of 2 things here for him. His Core Gold Superstar MVP card, if you're getting that in gap packs or just pack trash, sell it. It's going for about like 3K, 4K, depending on the time or when you're selling it. Number 2 is this price is plummeting. It was about like 130 yesterday. Now it's down to 100. It keeps going down. I think it's because a lot of people are doing it, trying to sell it, trying to make profit off of it, because it is a good card. It hits a lot of theme teams. That's another factor too I want to make sure everybody's aware of, is the theme team value of this. Cordarrelle Patterson's good. He's Patriots, Raiders, Bears, Vikings too, I believe. So Cordarrelle Patterson, not only does he hit all those good things for theme teams, he's also a solid card, right? 92 speed, deep route running's 88. That can be chemmed up to a 90, no problem. 88 catches in the best. But the one thing about Cordarrelle Patterson is, like, he doesn't have a running back secondary position, and I think that's honestly, this card should be a running back. If anybody sees anything or knows anything about the Bears, Cordarrelle Patterson is their running back for all intents and purposes. His stats prove that as well. The last 3 years, he has rushed the ball more than he's caught the ball. So the fact that EA not only does not have him listed as a running back, also does not have a running back secondary position is kind of dumb. Honestly, it just kind of shows that they are not paying attention to what's going on in the NFL, unfortunately, and it's kind of a misstep by them. So Cordarrelle Patterson, though, look, he's going to be a solid card. His power up is going for about 170 according to Mudhead. It's dropping a little bit, obviously. I mean, still even there for 130. So the whole set cost right now could net you about 300K. Is he a good option to pick for the free 92? I think so. I mean, it's a solid receiver, solid return man too, especially if you have Bears chems. You won't get the power up obviously through the solo. So Cordarrelle Patterson, not a bad card to pick for the free 92 overall. But again, he should be a running back. He shouldn't be a receiver card. Another guy I want to touch on, unfortunately, is Travis Fulgham from the Eagles. Now, look, Fulgham isn't gonna go and break the game for you, right? I know Eagles theme team, shouts to my guy Flames. I don't think Fulgham's even in his starting 4 receivers, but the thing about Fulgham here is that he kind of is pretty solid overall. 90 speed stock, 87 deep route running, which can be chemmed up obviously to 90 to go deep, 90 medium route running stock, 91 short route running stock. So his route running isn't that bad at all. 89 catch, which goes up to 92 excel. He gets Packers and Eagles chems, so that's very important to note. And his power up too, if we check out the power up here for him, his car's going for about 125. His power up here is going for about 175, so you're looking at 300K here altogether for Fulgham. Is he worth it? To do the set, maybe to do the set and sell. But if you want the card on your team, again, he's not a bad option to just get the 92 and use it. Obviously, with all these power-ups, they're going to be added later on down the line, or they should be added. We should expect that, right? Because of market imbalance, we got to make sure that the power-ups are the only things that are 400,000 coins and not the coin packs that give us some solid coin options for money. But that's another story for another day. But Travis Fulgham here, not bad at all. His Mudhead ratings are pretty solid. His traits are pretty solid too. Fights for extra yards, aggressive catch, rat catches, drops open passes. Yes, is one you want to obviously be mindful of. Makes sideline catches. Yes, braces for all hits. So not bad card at all. I'm not mad at it. He's a physical wide receiver though, so be careful of that archetype. It's not the best, it's not the worst. And Fulgham isn't a bad option. And last but not least, the other receiver I've kind of had an eye on for a couple of reasons is Tim Patrick. Tim Patrick comes in at a 92 overall for the Broncos. Now stock, he's 91 speed, 88 deep route running, 87 medium route running, 87 short route running. So speed, Patrick has Fulgham on that, but the route running, he has him on deep by 1. It's not bad though. It's 90 catch there too, so that's very solid. But I do like Tim Patrick because he's 6'4", 210. His price is going up a little bit, 1% there according to Mudhead. And traits here, I also like his traits. Braces against medium hitters, fights for extra yards, makes aggressive catches. Rat catches is no, so keep that in mind. Possession catches, he does not drop open passes according to his traits here. Sideline catches, yes. And his power up currently is going for about 183, so you're about 310,000 for that whole set there. If you did want to sell it, just keep in mind, if you're buying stuff, you got to buy for the prices lower, obviously. But he's not a bad receiver at all. So those 3 options for receiver are pretty solid. I'd say you can't go pretty wrong there out of any of the 3 for the 92 overall. Tim Patrick, Travis Fulgham, and Cordarrelle Patterson. We're going to stay on the offensive side of the ball, and I'm going to look at some tight ends here. And I couldn't really decide between the 2. They both have good and bad, but Hunter Henry, Alley Cox. I'm going to talk about Hunter Henry first because I think out of the 2 of them, he might be the one you don't want to really put a lot of time and invest into because you can get his power up for pretty cheap on the auction house. Obviously, his power up is in packs too. If you do and get a player packs, get a gold, anything like that. So his price is about 200K right now. He's obviously got the Chargers chems. His power up here is going for about 2K, so you can get that for super cheap. It was going for like 800 coins previously. So basically, the good with Henry here is 85 speed is all right. That medium route running is 88. The catch is 92. You can definitely get that medium route running over 90 so he can get tight end apprentice and hit all the thresholds that he needs to. 90 excel, that speed you obviously can boost up a little bit too from 85 all the way up. Not a bad card at all. Fights for extra yards, makes aggressive catches, rat catches, possession catches, yes. No one drops open passes, makes silent catches, and high motor. So traits are solid here for him. He's also a 90 at wide receiver. If you listen to my wide receiver at 90 there, 6'5", 250, big boy. So not bad at all, Hunter Henry. And if this is an option for you for the 92 free card, I would say pick him if you need a tight end, because again, you can get his power for super cheap on the market. The other tight end I want to look at is Alley Cox from the Colts. Now, he is 6'5", 267. He's big too. You can easily chem that up to hit 89, 90 speed there. Medium route running, you can get that over to 90 with play fake. Just keep that in mind though, for medium route running, you need play fake to go up. Now, his traits aren't great. He does make aggressive catches, but he doesn't fight for extra yards. No rat catches, no on possession catches, no on drops open passes, which is good, and high motors, yes. Now, it's cool, right? I mean, the only thing here I would say for Alley Cox is his power up is a good one to get. It's about 155, almost 175 there on PlayStation. So his power up is going to be something that's going to sell in the market because Colts fans are going to want to fill that out, especially if they want to continue to build the Colts theme team. It's one of the more low-key, underrated, popular theme teams out there. So Alley Cox isn't a bad option as well. Would I pick him from my free 92 overall? No. I think the better option here for that is Hunter Henry, just given that his power up is out in the wild. So if you did need a tight end for free for the 92, I'd go Hunter Henry over Alley Cox. But Alley Cox isn't bad at all, especially if you want to build a set and either sell his power up or use his card. We're going to switch to the defensive side of the ball, and I'm going to start here in the trenches with the thick boys. First and foremost, Stevetuit from the Pittsburgh Steelers. Now, we're going to break down these 2 defensive linemen similarly to how we just did the tight ends. One has a power up that's been in game, aka here Stevetuit. That's why his price is astronomical. It's about 250 right now, 265 on Xbox, 218 on PlayStation according to Mudhead. It's because his power up is in packs, right? You can get his power up for pretty cheap. So if we check out his power price, it's about, yeah, 2K right now. It's nothing. So Stevetuit though, not bad at all. We're looking at 92 block shed, 88 power, hit power, excuse me, 91 power move. His finesse move's a smidge low, but it's not bad, right? 93 pursuit, 92 tackle. He's gonna be stuffing that run, right up the middle. So Stevetuit, not bad at all. His traits aren't the greatest. Yes, on high motor, yes, on the bull rush, and yes, strips ball. So it's cool. I mean, it's not the best, but his value there obviously is in the card. And if you needed a good defensive lineman here, solid defensive lineman for your free 92, I wouldn't be mad at you picking Stevetuit, 6'6", 302. But the one I'm really interested in is Marcus Davenport. Marcus Davenport's a little bit of shock to me because I thought the defensive lineman or the pass rusher they go after was Hendrickson, but they went with Davenport instead. So that might lead to believe that they might have something special planned for Hendrickson later on this year. But Davenport right here, his card's going for 130K on the market. His core gold and superstar MVP cards are out there as well. They're going for a little bit. So, I mean, if you pull them, you know, it's about 2K there. His 80's going for about 2.5K. So if you get out of a gap pack, that's good value right there. And then Davenport's power up going for about 150. So 165 there. So he's looking at about another 300K. Again, all these guys, if they have the power up that's new, their set's going to be anywhere from 285 to 300K. So just keep that in mind. As far as selling it back on the market. But Davenport here ain't bad at all. 86 speed, 89 block shed, 93 power move, 84 finesse move. So right here on the pass rush, he has Stevetuit there. 91 pursuit, 91 tackle, 84 hit power, 89 play rec. But that 86 speed ain't bad at all. And I think if you had to pick any defensive lineman, if you were really going after one in this whole team standout deal, I'd go after Davenport. I think he's probably the best defensive lineman out of the bunch, and that's including my guy Dalvin Tomlinson. So shouts to Marcus Davenport. It could be a beastly 95 overall card too if you get it with proper Saints chems and other chems on the defensive line. That'll help out Davenport. So we're gonna drop back into the linebacker, and there's only one I wanted to bring up to you guys is Forsythe Aluakun, the right outside linebacker from the Atlanta Falcons. Look, he has speed. 90 speed stock, 88 acceleration is a little confusing there, but 90 speed stock. His run defense is 85 block shed, 91 pursuit, 90 tackle, 91 hit power. You're not getting much here on the pass rush moves, but his coverage, that 87 zone, ain't bad, especially if you throw in a lockdown chem on him. Now I know it's a linebacker, and I know linebackers don't jump, but I mean, hell, he might be an interesting card to actually run out there on the field. His mudhead rating is a 99 for 4.3 here and 98 in coverage. His traits over here, high motor, yes, but he doesn't have any of the spin move, swing move, big hits, strips ball. His linebacker style is a coverage linebacker. He's not really killing it on the traits, but 92 overall there. His left outside linebacker position switch will give him to a 91. So it's not a bad card here. It's 150K on the market right here for Forsythe. His power up is about 150 as well, 148 depending on which console you're at. So it's about 300K here for him. So I would not be mad if you went ahead and got Forsythe Aluakun on your team through the set. It's not a bad card. He's really fast, and obviously too right here for the most feared and core gold cards. And if you pull the 83 or the 73 core gold most feared cards, please put them on the market. You might make a nice little chunk of coin there, especially if you're doing it through gap packs. Now we're going to the secondary. We're going to close out on the secondary. We're going to go over a safety and three corners, excuse me. First up is Quandre Diggs, the safety for the Seattle Seahawks. He also has a core gold, so keep that in mind. If you see that out there, sell that card as soon as you get it. He's going for about 130 on the market. His power up's about 180, so you're looking at about 310,000 there. Obviously, the Seahawks theme team is one of the most desired out there, and that's something else you guys got to consider. Theme teams, if they have a good theme team, whether it be Raiders, Seahawks, 49ers, anything like that, all their stuff is probably going to be have a little bit more of a theme team tax, I guess you could say, on it. So Diggs here though, 90 speed, 91 zone coverage stock, so that's great to see. 86 man coverage, you can get that up to a 90 for sure with the right chems. 89 for strong safety if you position switch him. His traits, not great. High motor, yes, plays ball in the air, aggressive, so that could lead to some issues. And big hitter, no, which is really confusing here. As you can see right here, LT1. Listen, this penalty trait is disciplined too. I mean, you can see right here in the comments. They're just like, what are you talking about? He's a big hitter and he gets penalties for his big hits. So yeah, Quandre Diggs, Good card though, right? 90 speed, 88 jump, 92 excel, 91 play rec. It's not a bad card to have, especially if you're running a Seahawks theme team here. So shouts to him for that one. Next up is probably the best corner out of the bunch, the one I like the most, Carlton Davis, 6'1", 203. His 91 speed, 91 man stock, which is good. It's the meta, especially if you're playing on current gen systems, Xbox One, PlayStation 4. 88 zone coverage, 92 press, which is nothing to sneeze at, 92 excel, 86 jump. He's a good solid card. He's another one too that's a superstar MVP and a core gold. So if you see these out in the street, please go ahead and sell them. Even if you're selling them for 1.5k, just sell them. You're gonna make a little profit, especially if you're pulling get a player packs. His power up is going for about 180k, almost 200k, and his standard card here is about 132. Do I think he's a good pull here? These last three guys in corners, none of them are gonna have power-ups that are out in the wild, so I would maybe avoid them if you're getting the free 92, unless you have a theme team that fits them. But I think Carlton Davis is probably the best bet out of the last three here. Another one here to consider is Brian Poole. Now, if we consider Poole versus Carlton Davis, Poole has not as great coverage stats here, both 89, 88 zone, and 87 press, whereas Davis has 91 man, 88 zone, 92 press. And Poole has the same speed and excel as Carlton Davis, but Poole also has power up, core gold, and superstar MVP cards. So make sure if you pull those, you sell those. Again, power up obviously here is going for about 186k. His card's going for about 105, which is rather cheap for one of these 92 overalls. Just remember the values in the power up. So Poole is going to be very similar here. He's 99 for run support here according to Mudhead ratings. So Poole's archetype here is slot, whereas Davis's is man-to-man, so consider that. And the last one to check out here is Trevon Diggs, the cowboy. His Mudhead ratings overall are all green. Obviously jump ball hands is better than Carlton Davis and Brian Poole for whatever that's worth. Obviously, he does have a team of the week, 84 overall. So if you stumble into that or his core rookie, make sure you go ahead and list that on the auction house. Now, here's the thing with Trevon Diggs. He's very similar to Carlton Davis in the sense that they both have 91 speed. You guessed it, 91 speed. His man coverage is 90, zone coverage is 87, press is 91. So it's just a smidge worse than Carlton Davis, but his jumps up at 90. 89 awareness, 89 play rec, 89 agility. So not bad at all here. His traits aren't good. He doesn't really have any good traits. Carlton Davis only has one solid one, which is high motor and strips ball, which is effective. And Brian Poole also has something similar here for high motor, strips ball, and plays in the air is balanced. So it's not bad at all. So that's going to do it there. There's all your best options you want to consider. Anything else I really would avoid, both either for free and through a set. These are kind of the best ones to look at, try to invest in, try to make sets, and try to sell for profit. So keep that in mind, guys. If you have any questions, hit me up in the comment section below. Appreciate you for sticking by for me this long. See you next time. Peace.